Hello lovelies, this is Megan from Little Hot Tamale, and I hope you're excited because it is time to scrapbook. For my layout, I chose a pocket page protector with all 6x4 slots. This is my favorite style of pocket page to work with. It allows me to use my 6x4 pictures wherever I want without worrying about having to cut them in half to get them to fit in a certain slot. So on my layout, I tried to space everything out so that I wouldn't have two 6x4 pictures right next to each other. And then I took the tiny pictures and put them in various spots throughout the page. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. We're going to decorate each slot or pocket. And the paper I'm using today is the Too Cute to Spook collection, and I'll leave the link down below if you want to check it out. The first picture that I chose is a picture of Alfredo and I making goofy faces, waiting in line to get our latte at a local coffee shop. So I thought it'd be appropriate to use the Pop Bottle Project Life card because it's nice and fun and colorful, and it just kind of goes with the picture. And then I matted the photograph with vellum paper so that you can still see the fun colors peeking through from behind it. And then on the left hand side, I used a handmade crepe paper embellishment, and I'll leave the tutorial link down below if you want to check it out. And then to kind of spice up the crepe paper, I typed out on my typewriter Black Maple because that's the name of the little coffee shop. And then I matted those on some orange glitter ribbon. And I think it looks really fun and festive for our fun day that we had planned. And I always use Scotch tape, and I just kind of do the roll method where you just take it and then you fold over the two edges. And I just stick that on the back, and there you go. And then I was like, wait a minute, I kind of want to put some more color on here. I really didn't need it, but I just felt the urge to add some more crepe paper. And I just used my scissors to just trim it down on the sides. For the entire layout, I didn't really worry about if everything was straight. I just wanted to have fun and not fuss about it. And yeah, overall I love how it turned out, and it's really fun just to kind of let go and not worry about all the small details, because there will always be more scrapbook layouts that you can work on. Because the most important thing to me is to document my memories and have fun in the process. Alright, so back to this little Project Life card. So I'm just taking some sequins and I'm just stapling them on with my tiny attacher and adding some jewels here and there. So the jewels that I'm using are a combination from Hobby Lobby, those are the tiny ones, and then the large ones are from the Dollar Tree. So in that section that I pointed at, I typed up a little message about what we were doing. It wasn't anything groundbreaking, it just said, waiting in line to get our iced vanilla lattes. Okay, so that page is done, so let's start on our next page. For this slot, I wanted to be a title card. So I picked a little 3x4 card that's going to act like a flip, so I can write the story behind it. And for the title, I'm just using a variety of thickers. I would have liked to have apple and pork in the same font, but I ran out of case and I didn't really want to take different letters and chop them up and make it into a case. So for the pork, I just stamped some letters out to spell out pork. And then I'm backing them with black paper. I'm just going to cut them all out roughly to make it look really cute but staggered. So if you live in Illinois and close to Clinton, I recommend highly to go to the Apple and Pork Festival. It's an absolute blast and there's something for everyone to enjoy. And then for the pocket, I had to include a doily because I always have to add a doily to every project, it seems. And then I also added some ribbon in black and orange. I just love using this combination of a cluster because it's not too heavy on the page and then it kind of makes everything else go together in my scrapbook because I always use that element on all my layouts. Well, maybe not all my layouts, but most of them. Alright, and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to put the word pork on there. Because I wanted to be able to flip the page open to write my story. And then to finish out my title, I typed up the word festival and just fussy cut it out. And to finish the page, I'm adding some more gemstones like I did on the previous slot. And that's it for that one. For this next page, I'm just using some fun pumpkin paper. And then for the photographs, I'm just backing them with black cardstock so that they can pop off the page. So while we were there, we were waiting on my mom because she was shopping, of course. We came across all these little pigs that were painted. I'm pretty sure it was probably a contest, and these were the ones that won the previous years. So I picked the one that said, "Hamming up at the apple and pork days." I thought that was kind of funny and cheesy at the same time. And Alfredo picked the pumpkin one. I also put vellum paper behind one of the photographs because I kind of wanted that to be the dominant photo on the little layout. On the top, I just created a handmade embellishment, and I'm just kind of showing you how I did it. I used some glitter ribbon, crepe paper strip, rickrack, a little strip of pattern paper, and then a phrase. And I used my tiny attacher to staple them all together. I thought this was a fun embellishment to make with your scraps that you have left over from previous projects. And then just a little note about what we're doing in the pictures. And it says, "Favorite little pigs." And I'm just using my tiny attacher to staple it on there. And for the finishing touch, we're just going to add some more gemstones. I absolutely love these gemstones so much. They just add the perfect amount of glam to your pages. Okay, for the 6x4 photo, I usually like to keep them pretty plain, so I'm just going to add one embellishment to the picture. I really like the embellishment for this page because it serves a dual purpose. It has the date of our little outing, and it's really pretty to look at. Well, for me it's cute. Maybe for you, probably like, I don't know. So I used a crepe paper rosette, then a heart that has a spider web on it that has the day of the week, and then the date, which was the 25th. Like that really matters to you guys, but it's the 25th. And then a sequin, and of course a gemstone. And that was it for that page, or that picture. Alright, so we're almost done. So for the favorite journaling card, I put favorite and then I put activities because that's what I'm documenting today. And then I just journaled about the activities. So I'll just tell you what they were. It was the trans service and the bus shuttle. I know that sounds so lame, but it was so fun to get on the tram. It was like, kind of reminded me of a hay rack or a trolley that you got on. And it was pulled by a tractor and it went through town to all the different stops. And then when you got to the middle of town, then you can take a bus to the other part of town to visit all those different places. Back to the layout, I just taped down the favorite card to a 6x4 card, so it'll stay placed in the pocket. And then I'm just trimming off just a little bit off my 3x4 pictures so that the black can act like a frame behind the picture. And I really like how that turned out. And then there was a lot of dead space in my picture, so I thought it'd be cool just to add a little phrase to it. It's a harvest of memories, and I thought that was just perfect. For the very last slot, I just left that plain because I just wanted the picture to speak for itself. So that is my 12x12 pocket page layout. I hope you enjoyed my little process video, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Toodles!